Don't want a nursing home. These 6 smart alternatives let you age on your own terms. Have you ever stopped to think about what your future might look like if one day you're no longer able to fully care for yourself? The idea of growing old, living alone, or ending up in a nursing home is a fear many people quietly carry, and it can feel like an inevitable part of aging. But here's the truth: it doesn't have to be that way. In today's video, we're going to explore 6 powerful and proven strategies that can help you avoid the nursing home, stay safe, and continue living life on your own terms. These aren't unrealistic ideas. They're practical, real-world solutions that have helped countless older adults maintain independence, dignity, and peace of mind. And trust me, method number 6 might just surprise you. It's simple, incredibly effective, and often overlooked. So if you value your freedom and want to plan ahead for a future where you remain in control, you're in the right place. Stick with us until the end, because these 6 methods could completely shift the way you think about aging and give you the tools you need to create a future filled with confidence and comfort. Number 1. Method 1. Home-based care assistance. Have you ever wondered what your life might look like when you grow older and can no longer handle everything on your own? When your body slows down, when memory starts to fade, and even simple things like cooking or taking a shower become a challenge. What would you choose? Is moving into a nursing home the only option? The answer is absolutely not. In fact, one of the most compassionate, dignified, and effective alternatives is home-based care assistance. Just imagine this. You're still living in your own home, the place where your life has unfolded, where you've shared laughter with family, enjoyed morning sunlight streaming through the window, and celebrated birthdays, holidays, and simple, quiet mornings. Why should you leave all that behind just because you need a little help? Home-based care allows you to maintain your independence, receive the support you need, and do so in the comfort of your familiar environment. Whether it's cooking, cleaning, or assistance with personal care, you get help on your own terms without losing yourself in the process. Let me tell you a real story. Richard, 74, lives alone after his wife passed away several years ago. He used to manage everything by himself until arthritis made it hard for him to stand too long, and he started feeling anxious about slipping in the shower. Eventually, he hired a caregiver to stop by a few hours a week. That simple decision changed everything. "I still feel like myself," he says, "but now I'm not afraid to take a shower, and I even eat better because someone helps me prepare meals again." This is the kind of freedom and peace of mind that home-based care can offer. So why should you or someone you love consider this option? First, staying in your own home protects your mental and emotional well-being. Familiar surroundings reduce anxiety and memory loss. You keep your habits, your routine, your favorite chair by the window. For older adults, that kind of stability can mean the difference between merely surviving and truly thriving. Second, you receive the exact level of care you need when you need it. No more, no less. From light housekeeping and grocery shopping to help with bathing or medication reminders, support is tailored to your needs. This not only prevents accidents like falls, one of the leading causes of hospitalization in the elderly, but also helps maintain proper nutrition, hygiene, and overall wellness. Third, you won't feel alone. Caregivers are more than just helpers. They become companions, someone to talk to share stories with, to laugh with. That human connection is powerful. According to the World Health Organization, loneliness in older adults increases the risk of early death by up to 26%. Just having a conversation every day can improve your mood, reduce stress, and even strengthen your immune system. As British philosopher Bertrand Russell once said, "The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge." Home-based care embodies both. It's built on love and informed by the practical understanding of what aging really means. Are you thinking of your parents right now, growing older, quietly struggling, but still fiercely proud of their independence? Or maybe you're thinking about your own future and wondering, what will happen when I can't do everything myself anymore? These are not easy thoughts to face, but the earlier you plan, the more freedom you preserve. Choosing home-based care doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing to live fully, even as your body changes. Too often, people assume nursing homes are the only path, but more flexible, respectful solutions exist. Solutions that allow seniors to live with dignity, joy, and purpose. As Benjamin Franklin wisely said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Taking action early before a crisis hits is one of the smartest, most loving decisions you can make. So ask yourself, if I or someone I love could no longer cook, clean, or bathe alone, how would I want to live? And from that question, a new path might appear, one that allows you to age with strength, comfort, and compassion. Because getting older doesn't mean losing who you are. With the right support, it can be a rich and meaningful chapter of life. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more real-life stories, practical advice, and uplifting content for better aging and well-being. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. We're here to support you and your loved ones every step of the way. Number 2. Method 2. Community-based senior programs. Community support programs. Have you ever wondered what life might look like when you're older, especially if you're no longer able to fully take care of yourself? It's a quiet worry that many people face as they move through their 50s, 60s, and beyond. Not everyone wants to spend their final years in a nursing home, and thankfully, there are compassionate, community-based alternatives that offer both dignity and connection. One of the most powerful options? Senior support programs run by local communities, a lifeline that blends care, social interaction, and empowerment in the most human way possible. Imagine this. Instead of waking up to an empty house and a long day of solitude, you start your morning at a nearby senior center. There, you're greeted by warm smiles, familiar faces, and a calendar full of engaging activities. Gentle exercise classes to keep your body moving, art workshops to spark your creativity, group discussions to stimulate your mind, and social events that remind you still belong. These centers aren't just about entertainment, they're about wellness, joy, and the simple, vital human need for connection. And when it comes to nutrition, you no longer have to worry about preparing meals or skipping them altogether. Programs like Meals on Wheels deliver warm, nutritious meals right to your door. But they don't just bring food, they bring care. A knock at the door becomes a moment of connection, a reminder that someone out there is looking out for you. As the organization's motto goes, no senior should ever go hungry or feel forgotten. Transportation is another major concern as we age, especially when driving becomes difficult or unsafe. That's why many community-based programs also offer free or low-cost transportation services, whether it's through shuttle buses or volunteer drivers. This means you can still go to the doctor, run errands, visit a friend, or even join a book club without feeling trapped or dependent. Take Eleanor, a vibrant 78-year-old woman who once felt isolated after her husband passed away. Her children live far away, and for a while she was losing touch with the world around her. But after joining a local transportation and wellness program, her days took on new meaning. "I go to the senior center twice a week now," she shares. "I've made new friends, started Tai Chi, and I laugh more than I have in years. I feel alive again." Her story is just one among thousands. Proof that a simple ride, a warm meal, or a friendly chat can completely change someone's world. So let me ask you, what kind of life do you want to live in your later years? One of isolation, or one filled with purpose, activity, and connection? Albert Einstein once said, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." And these community-based senior programs help you do just that. They empower you to keep moving forward emotionally, mentally, and physically, even when life tries to slow you down. Aging doesn't mean fading away. It can be a time of rediscovery, wisdom, and even joy if we have the right support around us. And knowing that there are compassionate, human-centered alternatives to nursing homes is a powerful reminder that you are never too old to live well. If you found this helpful, please comment the number 2 below so we know you're still with us. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing advice, real stories, and powerful tips for aging gracefully and living fully. Your voice matters, and your future is still yours to shape. Number 3, Method 3, co-housing, living with friends or family. Have you ever thought about what your life might look like as you get older? Maybe you're in your 40s, 50s, or even well into your 60s. And while you might not need help right now, one day you might find yourself asking, who will take care of me when I'm no longer able to care for myself? You're not alone in that thought. Millions of people are wondering the same thing. But here's the good news. You don't have to face aging in isolation or settle for a nursing home. There's another way, a warm, human, deeply fulfilling alternative called co-housing, living with friends or family. Unlike traditional nursing homes that can feel cold, impersonal, and stripped of independence, co-housing gives you something precious: control over your own life and the gift of connection. Imagine waking up not in silence, but to the sound of a friend laughing in the kitchen or someone calling out, "Coffee's ready." Co-housing is about sharing, not just expenses like rent, groceries, and utilities, but also support, companionship, and the little joys of everyday life. It's about not feeling alone. It's about being seen. Take the story of Tom, a 72-year-old retired teacher who lost his wife 5 years ago. After spending a few lonely years on his own, he decided to move in with 2 old friends from college. "It changed my life," Tom says. "There's laughter in the house again. I feel like myself again, like I have a purpose, just by being around people who care." This model of shared living is becoming increasingly popular, and not just for emotional reasons. Experts say loneliness can be just as damaging to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. But with co-housing, that risk drops dramatically. Your mind stays sharper, your heart stays warmer, and your life becomes richer. So here's a question for you. Who would you want to live with in your later years? A sibling? A cousin? Your best friend from childhood? Maybe it's time to have that conversation now. As we grow older, we don't lose the desire to belong. If anything, it becomes stronger. Co-housing isn't just about where you live, it's about how you live. You still have your own space, your independence, your routines, but you also have someone to share a meal with, someone to talk to after a rough day, someone to remind you that you matter. Author Jane Howard once said, "Call it a clan, call it a network, call it a tribe, call it a family. Whatever you call it, whoever you are, you need one." And that's what co-housing creates, a chosen family, bonded not by blood, but by care, laughter, and mutual respect. The beauty of this lifestyle is that it brings joy back into everyday living. You don't just pass the time, you share the time. And in doing so, you rediscover parts of yourself you thought were long gone. "The best way to predict the future is to create it," said Abraham Lincoln. So what kind of future do you want for yourself? One of isolation or one of connection? One of silence or one filled with stories, conversation, and meaning? The choice is yours. Shrikinon. And it starts with a simple question. What if I didn't have to grow old alone? If this idea resonates with you, maybe it's time to start planning. Talk to your loved ones. Reach out to old friends. Explore co-housing communities in your area. A small idea today could become the foundation for a beautiful life tomorrow. And if you found this message helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. We're here to bring you powerful life lessons, real solutions, and emotional support for every stage of life, especially the one that matters most, the years to come. Because aging isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of a whole new chapter, and we're here to write it with you. Number 4, Method 4, Aging in Place Modifications. Home renovation for long-term living. Then it's time to explore one of the most practical and empowering alternatives to nursing homes: aging in place home modifications. As we age, our needs change. Climbing stairs, cooking a meal, or simply getting in and out of the shower may no longer be as easy as they once were. But does that mean we have to give up our homes, our memories, and our independence? Not at all. In fact, with a few smart and thoughtful changes, you can transform your current home into a safe, comfortable, and age-friendly space where you can live well for years to come. This approach is called aging in place, and it's about staying in the home you love while making it work for the future you deserve. Just imagine secure grab bars in the bathroom, anti-slip flooring, voice-activated lights, widened hallways, smart home devices that detect movement, and even a compact stair lift to help you access every part of your house with ease. Sounds like something only a few people could manage? Think again. Let me tell you about Margaret, 78 years old, who lives alone in a cozy two-story house. After a minor fall, she realized her kitchen and stairs were becoming unsafe. But instead of moving out, she took action. Margaret had a stair lift installed and completely remodeled her kitchen to lower the countertops and rearrange the appliances to fit her height and mobility. Today, she still cooks her favorite meals and enjoys every corner of her home because she chose to take control of her future. Her story is more than inspiring. It's a powerful reminder that with a bit of planning, anyone can age gracefully and independently. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Abraham Lincoln. And Margaret did just that. So what about you? Have you thought about how your home could support you as you grow older? Would you feel safer and more comfortable with a few simple modifications? You don't need a complete renovation to make a difference. You can start small, install motion sensor lights in hallways, switch out doorknobs for lever handles, or place non-slip mats in the bathroom. These adjustments may seem minor, but they can greatly reduce risks and increase your confidence at home. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. C.S. Lewis. And that dream could be something as simple yet profound as living independently in the place you love the most, your home. If you have elderly parents, helping them modify their home can be one of the most meaningful things you ever do. You're not just giving them a safer space, you're giving them the dignity to live life on their own terms. We're living in an exciting time where technology, design, and compassion meet to create homes that adapt to us, not the other way around. Aging in place isn't about resisting age. It's about embracing it with grace, dignity, and preparation. So why wait? If you found this tip useful, drop a comment with the number 4 below to let us know you're on this journey too. Got questions or personal experiences to share? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more powerful life lessons, practical aging solutions, and inspiring real-life stories that help you and your loved ones thrive at every stage of life. Number 5. Method 5. Living Companion or Exchange Program. Living Companion or Exchange Program. When your energy begins to wane, when your children are too busy with their own lives, and when nursing homes just don't feel right, what other options are there for aging with dignity, independence, and a sense of belonging? One increasingly popular and deeply human alternative is the Living Companion, or home sharing program. It's not just a cost-effective solution, it's a powerful way to bridge generations, combat loneliness, and add meaning to both lives. Picture this. You're still living in your familiar, memory-filled home, but now you're no longer alone. A younger person shares the space with you, not as a caregiver, but as a companion. They help with simple household tasks, join you for walks or doctor's appointments, and more importantly, they're there for a conversation, a laugh, or even just a shared cup of tea at sunset. Sounds heartwarming, doesn't it? Take the story of Mr. Harold, a vibrant 79-year-old retired teacher who decided to open his home to Daniel, a 24-year-old graduate student. At first, they were strangers, but within a few weeks, they developed a deep and sincere bond. Daniel assists with household chores, occasionally accompanies Harold to medical visits, and brings youthful energy into the house. In return, Harold offers wisdom, life lessons, and the comfort of a steady, supportive presence. "I don't feel alone anymore," Harold says with a smile. "I feel alive, like I matter again." Isn't that what we all want as we grow older? To matter? You might be wondering, but could I really live with someone I don't know? That's a fair question. The good news is that these programs are carefully structured. Both parties are thoughtfully matched, trained, and supported throughout the process. The goal isn't just convenience, it's mutual respect, support, and friendship. As the famous author George Eliot once said, "What do we live for if it is not to make life less difficult for each other?" Across Europe, North America, and parts of Asia, home-sharing programs are transforming lives. Young adults, often struggling with housing costs, are eager to exchange time and companionship for a safe, welcoming place to stay. Meanwhile, older adults benefit not only from the help, but from the vitality and warmth that young people bring. For some, it's like reliving the joys of raising a child again, without the diapers, and let's not forget the emotional benefits. Studies have shown that meaningful social interaction can reduce the risk of depression, improve cognitive function, and even extend life expectancy. This kind of companionship doesn't require professional healthcare skills. It requires heart, presence, and humanity. So ask yourself, would you like to have someone by your side, not just to help, but to share life with? If the answer is yes, maybe it's time to consider opening your door to a new kind of connection, one that could bring warmth, safety, and purpose into your home. Aging doesn't mean fading away, it means evolving. It's a new chapter waiting to be written. As Maya Angelou wisely said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Imagine how powerful it could be to create a space where someone feels safe, supported, and understood, and in turn, you feel the same. This isn't just an alternative to nursing homes. It's a reminder that life can still surprise us in the most beautiful ways. All it takes is an open heart and sometimes a new roommate. If this story moved you or gave you a new perspective on aging, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing insights, real stories, and practical tips for aging well with grace and independence. Together, we can build a future where aging means thriving, not just surviving. Number 6, Method 6, Technology-Based Care, Technology to Support the Elderly. We spend our lives working hard, building families, and giving our best. But eventually, the body slows down. The memory isn't as sharp, and everyday tasks can become a challenge. Does this mean a nursing home is the only option? Thankfully, the answer is no. Today, technology offers a powerful, compassionate alternative. Technology-assisted care that helps older adults stay safe, independent, and connected from the comfort of their own homes. For many people, the idea of using technology later in life might seem overwhelming. But the truth is, modern tools are being designed with older adults in mind. Simple, easy to use, and built to empower rather than complicate. Take smartwatches and health monitoring bands, for example. These aren't just gadgets for the young. They're life-saving tools that track heart rate, blood pressure, sleep patterns, and even detect falls. With just a tap or even automatically, they can notify loved ones or emergency services in case something goes wrong. And it doesn't stop there. There are now smart home sensors that can detect abnormal inactivity, like someone not moving for a long time, which could indicate a fall or other health issue. Video call devices with large buttons and voice commands make it easy to stay in touch with family, even for those who've never touched a smartphone before. Medication reminder apps help older adults stick to routines, manage appointments, and stay on track without relying on someone to monitor them 24/7. Let's look at a real-life example. James Walker, 82, lives alone in a quiet suburb outside of Denver, Colorado. His daughter Karen lives 3 states away and worries about her father's well-being. Last year, she bought him a smartwatch with a built-in fall detector and subscribed him to a health monitoring service that syncs with her phone. James also uses a medication reminder app and has motion sensors installed around the house. Now, when James forgets to take his morning pills or sleeps longer than usual, Karen gets a gentle notification. And if anything serious ever happens, like a fall, help is just a button press away. James says, "It gives me peace of mind. I'm still in my home, still in charge of my life, but I'm never truly alone." This is the power of modern technology. It doesn't replace human connection, it enhances it. It gives older adults the freedom to age with dignity, and families the comfort of knowing their loved ones are safe. As President Franklin D. Roosevelt once said, "The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It is whether we provide enough for those who have too little." Today, that enough includes access to tools that let seniors remain independent, healthy, and emotionally connected. You may be wondering, what if I'm not tech-savvy? That's a valid concern, but don't let it stop you. The best devices today are designed to be intuitive. Many offer voice commands, extra-large fonts, or even remote setup by family members. And once you try them, you'll likely find they make life not only safer, but simpler. Even small steps like setting up an emergency alert button or using a digital photo frame that updates with new pictures from your grandkids can make a big difference in daily life. Technology in this context becomes a silent helper, always there, but never intrusive. It supports autonomy while offering a safety net. It bridges distance between generations, and most importantly, it allows you to remain in the home you love, surrounded by memories while still being cared for in ways that matter. The philosopher Socrates once said, "Health is a state of complete harmony of the body, mind, and spirit." With the right tools, we can preserve that harmony well into our golden years, not by depending on others for every need, but by embracing innovations that help us take care of ourselves on our own terms. So if you're entering retirement or caring for aging parents, ask yourself, what kind of life do we want to live in our later years? Because while we can't stop aging, we can absolutely shape how we age. Nursing homes are no longer the only answer. With the right technology, independence is not only possible, it's powerful.